Welcome to our world of stories. Step into our cozy space where tales come to life. Picture a room bathed in soft light, inviting you to sit on plush cushions. The air carries the scent of tea, and the fireplace crackles softly. Get ready for captivating journeys through uncharted worlds, thrilling mysteries, and deep emotions. Immerse yourself in characters' lives as we share stories that span the spectrum of human experiences. Listen closely as our storyteller weaves words into adventures. Let your imagination run wild. If you enjoy the magic of storytelling and want to hear more, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our stories. Join us in this enchanting world of tales where your only limit is your imagination. Lean in and let the tales transport you. In a quiet, fog-shrouded New England town known for its eerie tales, there existed a spine-tingling legend that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest residents. They whispered of the Phantom Caller. The story began in the 19th century when a reclusive inventor named Professor Ambrose Wainwright arrived in town. He was a brilliant but eccentric man, obsessed with unlocking the secrets of the afterlife. Wainwright's experiments delved into the ethereal realm, and he believed he had discovered a way to communicate with the spirits that lingered between life and death. Every night, as the clock struck midnight, the townspeople would hear a haunting melody, like a mournful dirge, echoing through the cobblestone streets. It was the sound of Wainwright's invention, an otherworldly contraption that allowed him to call forth the spirits of the deceased. The legend whispered that those who ventured out into the foggy darkness when the Phantom Caller sang its spectral tune would be visited by apparitions from the beyond. These ethereal beings, trapped between this world and the next, carried with them the weight of unresolved grievances and a longing for closure. In the presence of these ghostly visitors, the living would be compelled to help them find peace. Some were tasked with solving long-forgotten mysteries, while others were led on treacherous journeys to fulfill unfinished business. Those who succeeded were rewarded with gratitude, but failure meant becoming one of the tormented spirits, forever bound to the eerie melody of the Phantom Caller. As the years passed, Wainwright's inventions grew more intricate and the spirit's demands more insistent. The town became a place of both fascination and dread, where the living and the dead intermingled under the watchful eyes of the inventor. Visitors were warned never to traverse the town's winding streets after the witching hour, for the legend endured, and the Phantom Caller still called out to those who dared to listen. The spirits, driven by an insatiable need for resolution, awaited the living, ready to entwine them in the mysteries of the afterlife. So if you ever find yourself in the misty, haunted corners of New England, beware this ominous tale. Should you hear the spectral melody on a moonless night, remember the dire consequences that may befall those who answer the call. For the line between the living and the dead is thinner than you may think, and once crossed. Nestled deep within the shadowy heart of the American Southwest, there's a town that harbors a bone-chilling urban legend, whispered only in hushed, fearful tones. They dreadfully call it the haunting echoes of rust. As the tale goes, many decades ago, during the town's industrial zenith, a colossal factory stood on the desolate outskirts. It was a place where danger lurked around every darkened corner, and the workers who toiled there did so under the eerie veil of secrecy, their identities concealed behind twisted masks and clinking chains. But these workers were no ordinary mortals. They were cursed souls bound to the machines they operated. The story whispered of a malevolent inventor known as the Mad Mechanist, who struck a sinister pact with forces beyond human comprehension. In exchange for the power to bring his mechanical creations to life, he had to provide these eldritch beings with fresh souls to fuel their existence. And so it was. Every fateful night when the clock struck midnight, the factory erupted into a nightmarish spectacle. The machines, driven by the insatiable hunger for human souls, clanked and creaked to life. Their movements were not mechanical, but eerily organic, as if they were possessed by demonic spirits. The legend warned that those unfortunate souls who ventured too close to the factory when the haunting echoes of rust commenced would be ensnared in a terrifying nightmare. They'd find themselves trapped in a labyrinthine maze of haunted ambitions, tormented by their own desires twisted into grotesque monstrosities. Over the years, the factory had transformed into a cursed relic of the town's once thriving past. But the cautionary tale still thrived, growing more terrifying with each retelling. On moonless nights, the town's residents swore they could hear the agonized screams of those who had been consumed by the malevolent machines, a cacophony of terror that echoed through the very soul of the town. Visitors were fervently warned to avoid the town after the sun dipped below the horizon, for the legend endured, and the haunting echoes of rust were always eager to claim new victims. The mechanical demons, fueled by insatiable hunger, waited in the shadows, ready to snatch any unsuspecting soul that dared to draw near.